So when he left.
No. We'll get to that later.
Gotcha.
The National Football League is in a little bit of a pickle at the moment because Brian Flores has exposed the Miami Dolphins for being the dirty, rotten scoundrels that we all thought they were. And it turns out they weren't tanking for Tua, they were tanking for Burrow. Wanted to tank so much that the Dolphins owner offered Brian Flores 100,000 smackaroos for every loss that Brian Flores produced in 2019. Brian Flores said, no, I have too much integrity, and brought the Dolphins on a 5-game win streak. And after that became non-compliant and difficult to work with, according to ownership. That, and he wouldn't tamper with a quarterback outside of the legal tampering period. However, I have an idea to throw at you that I totally stole from somebody else.
Sure.
I think that in order to stop tanking, the NFL needs to implement a draft lottery the same way the NBA and the NHL do to avoid flat-out tanking. Thoughts?
This to me would be like your house is on fire and you pick that time to power wash your driveway. I don't think this is a situation where you're going to have a lottery will improve your chances in the NFL. I think the NFL, among the 4 major sports that are going on currently in the continental U.S., you have two sports that do have a lottery. You have another sport that is slowly dying that has 75 rounds. How much does baseball have at this point?
The draft doesn't matter in baseball.
Point being is this. The draft in and of itself already is a huge deal for a lot of teams. I don't think there are teams that intentionally, in the years that the NFL has been going, there aren't teams that intentionally tank. You saw it yourself. Flores refused. I don't think there is an NFL coach that is intentionally trying to tank, because if he intentionally tanks, he's hurting his resume moving forward. Because if he ends up being a losing coach, you let me know how many players are going to listen to that guy in the next team that he goes to. How many teams has Hugh Jackson gone to since he's been 1-15 and 0-16? Wasn't he? Wasn't he 1-30?
1-15 and 0-16. It's a very rich man because he was paid to lose as well. He admitted that today. So
it's an amazing revelation. But if you look at that, okay, he's rich, but he's not coaching the sport he loves anymore.
No.
So it's 2 very, very rare instances where it has happened. And I don't think that having a lottery improves your sport. If you want to talk about improving the game, you want games to have integrity. We talked about this before, Ray. The Lions in Jacksonville won when there was nothing on the line for them to gain by winning. They both could have tanked. They both won because that's how important this game is.